Well, the fight over softwood lumber is not over yet. Haley Wooden with Business in Vancouver is joining us now with the latest on the saga. And Haley, I understand that a deal that was presented to people in the industry south of the border have rejected it. But why is that?
That's right. It really depends on who you ask at this stage. On one hand, we have Canada's ambassador to Washington telling the Canadian press that both sides are very close to negotiating a deal that would see Canadian producers secure about 30% of the U.S. market. On the other hand, we have the U.S. lumber industry saying that Canada is instead trying to negotiate market share that's at its current level or at a greater level than what it's had. And of course, the industry south of the border would really like to see Canada's market share in the U.S. shrink. It's also saying that Canada has said that it would be open to negotiating on a smaller market share too. So the U.S. lumber industry seems to be holding out until it can really get what it wants. It does get to weigh in on a final deal, and industry representatives have said this week that they're really in no hurry to come to a conclusion, especially one that they see as unfair to their producers. Now, the same can't be said for lawmakers on both sides of the border. The U.S. has made it very clear they want this wrapped up before NAFTA talks begin on August 16th. It's expected, and here in Canada, of course, relief is sought for producers here who are paying hefty tariffs and duties.
All right. I understand American Apparel, which has recently been bought over, is the parent company's expecting to roll out a bit of a comeback. What's expected here?
That's right. So Gildan Activewear, they purchased bankrupt American Apparel earlier this year for around $88 million. They've announced that within the next 2 weeks, consumers can expect to see the American Apparel e-commerce site back up and running. It's going to have offerings that really fit with the traditional American Apparel brand. So you can expect t-shirts, jeans, items along those lines. Some changes, though. Gildan will be introducing offshore-made clothing. So Gildan, of course, a Canadian manufacturer, is well known for its system of facilities in countries like Guatemala and Honduras, countries that don't have the best track record when it comes to worker rights. It's how Gildan, though, keeps its costs low. So clothing made offshore will be introduced to American Apparel. They'll also offer, though, clothing made in the U.S. for consumers who value that. All in all, Gildan expecting that they'll generate about $50 to $75 million in revenue through American Apparel, a very small fraction of their overall earnings. Last year, they raked in $2.6 billion. So it's really a very small, slow rollout of this brand. But Gildan says they have very big plans for American Apparel. So it's going to be one to watch.
All right. Haley, thank you very much.
Thank you.